the Splendid Arts Lab for 3 weeks and hanging out with artists and provocateurs, and today we're at Splendour in the Grass to see what Splendour in the Grass is like and what we might do here next year.
Challenging each other, learning about each other's art forms and collaborations in order to design and create works for Splendour in the Grass 2010.
Splendid, and we're here at Splendour in the Grass, you know, lapping up the festival and kind of getting the grey matter ticking.
Well, I'm what they call a provocateur on the Splendid Arts Lab. So that's one of the senior artists who listens to the ideas of the younger artists, and we help tease them out and problem solve things for them and give them sort of workshops to kind of broaden their horizons in terms of art making.
Things that don't really look like art, I just say it's stuff. And I'm provoking the artists here to break down their boundaries of being whatever art form they are, to just do stuff and think about who they're doing it for and think about how to do it for this festival.
That's the point of this Splendid thing. I think they've tried to grab everyone that's open to all art forms. I think we have to add to the experience. If you have the oppositional kind of stance, I think that's a recipe for disaster. I'm going to do something so huge that'll just blow everyone's mind.
Hard not to be excited about it. It's you know, it's such a great opportunity. Really exciting to see the reverberations from this sort of work over, you know, several years. Great art. Yeah, great art. That's you know, that's getting in the face of audiences.
Well, this installation is called Stencil City, and basically it's a collaborative artwork between myself, Kiss Kiss, and my friends who are artists such as Ben Frost. And basically what we've put together here is an abstract streetscape based around the concepts of stencil art and the way that stencil art and graffiti can take over the way that you see a city and enliven it and make it full of imagination.
I think it's very much related to the youth of today, and kids really enjoy this kind of urban kind of expression that they see on the streets. Plus it's got a light component to it, so at night it glows and shimmers, so I think the kids will gag for it.
I mean, I guess psychedelic art is part of rock lore. I wanted to bring to Splendour something a bit more punchy, the kind of thing that people are looking at, and you know, straight from the streets of the Sydney, the kind of art. A lot of this art goes up on the streets of the Sydney, and I guess when people are thinking about rock and roll and urban lifestyle, they want to be looking at these kind of images.
They're really old friends. They come from the tourist park across the road.
We just came from across there. It took us about a month to cross the highway.
Very in love. I mean, it's an interspecies marriage, and I haven't seen many of them, but this is a really good example of it working.
Yeah. Hello.
He was born on an English spinach leaf.
I came over in one of Sean Ryder's sandwiches many years ago.
Coming from a dance theatre background, I'm usually in much more confined spaces with really specific audiences, so this is a really huge scale event, so it's really thinking outside the box.
It's interesting because the audience is completely different. We would either perform to school children on school tours or do a circus show. So people would pay to come see the circus, whereas here people have paid to come see the band, and they just stumble upon this tent and
get a bit freaked out.
Yeah, it's completely foreign to them, and then to see us doing circus and things, it's not expected.
people think artists are wankers or that's an artist. And they just present it as someone who wanted to see something happen. And I like that because I think that's what people in this audience here want.
This is a futuristic archaeological site, and the twin-spined pelvis of some strange prehistoric Siamese twin. And the mirrored spines will be spinning around and reflecting off the hands and the mirror balls on the tent, making a matrix over the top of the whole field in laser. It's that kind of new, piercing, modern, primitive freak show turned into a spectacle sculpture.
It might be a short moment that you have that audience engage with your art, but hopefully it enhances their whole experience of this festival and maybe gives them something else to think about, on top of the music that they've seen.
Sometimes they go away from Splendour going, gee, that little teepee event was actually the most interesting thing I saw at the festival. So you have the potential to actually kind of introduce them, I suppose, to contemporary arts practice, which is the advantage of doing it at a festival like this, which has a captured youth audience.
Yes, a catalogue of ideas. It's good to see the peeps and the punters and stuff and how is that going to work in this chaotic space.